Hey everybody, if you notice this picture is a bit different from the one I used for my cover, it's because I already shot my review, and on the way home, I had, I don't like listening to other people's reviews, so I turned it on, and I eventually heard Jeremy Johns' review, and then I was curious and looked at the Rotten Tomatoes score of this movie. How is this an 82%? Look, I'm aware comedy is subjective. Everyone likes their own stuff. But not a single person in that theater was laughing. Chuckling, yes. Laughing, no. Look, Game Night was not funny. I'm sorry. It's supposed to be a comedy movie. It's not. I know comedy is subjective, but I gotta get this out of here. Look, Game Night is dark humor. And yes, they're good actors and they try to be funny. But there are a lot of one notes that if you don't find them funny, you're not gonna find them funny the second time, and you're not gonna find them funny the third time. We get it. The main couple is overly competitive, and they treat everything like a game, which, fair enough, we know people like that in real life. However, there's nothing to build upon it. There's not a lot of humor with it. It's very dry. It's very slow. It's very lack of wit. And I know comedy's not supposed to be quick in your face. You gotta build up a joke. Everything sets up in stages. And trust me, there's one decent scene in it where they're pulling the bullet out of guy's arm. Like, you don't even see the whole thing in the trailer, which I'm happy about. But the rest of the couples they don't mesh. And some people say, they're all funny and everything. And there is a funny character in the movie. That would be Gary the policeman, who, I'll get to him in a second. But the majority of these characters just don't make you laugh. The jokes aren't really funny unless you really like that dry, the deadpan, just have nothing humor to it, which, is a market. I'm not going to take it away. It's just that the jokes didn't land, especially for me, or anybody in that theater. It's about as quiet as when I went to go see Fist Fight, except, at least in Fist Fight, I heard some laughter. I'll say that about Tyler Perry movies at the very least. Their audience proceeds to laugh hilariously at that, and I proceed to lose hope in humanity. They didn't laugh in this, so I'll take that with a grain of salt. So, yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Game Night is not that good. The only thing I would say of note that actually is of quality is the fact that, one, the bullet scene is actually pretty funny, the one where they extract it, and two, that would be Gary the policeman, who, he is basically a pseudo-stalker psychopath in this movie. In another movie, he is a serial killer hunting down the members of Game Night and just killing them one by one until there's nothing left. Now that would have been a fun movie. You think it's going to be a comedy, but then it turns into a horror movie. That would have been a good twist. If I was making the movie, that's what I would do, but that's me, not them. We roll with the punches. And the character by himself he's okay. Nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just his deadpan humor really adds to the deadpanness of everybody else. So when he's trying to be deadpan and, creepy as all get up, when you watch them, it's not the same way. And it doesn't mesh. So, I don't know how this is getting good reviews, guys. I even read them. All they just say it's funny, the characters are witty, the humor is good. I don't get it. I don't see it. I don't laugh. And maybe it's because I like my humor more natural and doesn't seem like it was just a forced joke from a script. For example, something like, say, Jumanji, where they're in a game and these are teenagers acting out characters and bit roles in this, the humor feels natural. It doesn't feel like it's forced for just script point here. There's no part where Jack Black's character from Jumanji is, trying to spread eagle on the ground. It seems like this is a lot of the same stuff they did in Ghostbusters. They let them try to be, make their own jokes, a lot of improv. Because I don't really see a lot of cohesiveness within this script. And some jokes just go on and on forever. And you know what they're going to be. So you just want to get through it to get to the next bit so that it ends. But that's just me and the crowd in there. Maybe we're the outlier. I don't know. I personally would say not to go see this movie. I wouldn't even recommend it as a rental. It's not even a lot you can make fun of. It's just meh. Or, wait for a couple of months and then, that bullet scene will be on YouTube and you can watch it. Or a best of Gary the police officer. There's something from that. Apparently he's Todd from Breaking Bad, so, there's that. I've never seen Breaking Bad, but everyone, according to the reviews, like, oh, it's Todd from Breaking Bad. It's Todd from Breaking Bad. So, it's Todd from Breaking Bad. Yeah, not much for this one, guys. But there is some good news out of this. Apparently, they're going to bring back something from last year called Ghibli Fest, wherein they're going to be showing the Studio Ghibli films, one a month for 3 days, from March to, I believe, September? No, even more than that. I want to say it's like maybe even October. Anyway, whole bunch of movies, and as you might be able to tell from my Castle in the Sky and Castle of Cagliostro review, I am a huge Studio Ghibli fan. I love them. I love their work. Some of my favorite movies of all time come from Studio Ghibli, like Castle in the Sky and Castle of Cagliostro, my favorite of all time. So I got a soft spot for those. And if you want to know what I think about them, you could always check my archives. But since they changed everything around, they now have 3 days instead of what they did before with 2. So I'll be able to go see them more and actually do a proper review on them. I mean, yes, I could theoretically just watch them through the streaming sites and then do a review on that, but that takes away the fun of it. Because I've never seen those movies in the theater, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. Especially, oh man, Porco Rosso on the big screen is gonna be amazing. Because the entire premise of that is just the emptiness of the blue sky and the planes just living in their own world. It's amazing. Look it up, Porco Rosso. You'll figure it out. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But game night, nah. I must look forward to my own regular game night with my buddies, so there's that. Sorry guys. Like I said, if you want to listen to the reviews and go check it out for yourself and you find it hilarious, more power to you. But for me and the packed theater we had, because man, that was actually packed. Even the disabled seats were, used up. There's nothing to have for this one, guys, from us, so. Probably got a top 10 for that wonderful spot on my top 10 worst list, because as you guys know, I hate just bland and boring. Only thing I hate worse than that is over the top bad, or basically over the top lazy, which this movie was not lazy, it's just, wasn't bestly done in my opinion. Still, comedy's subjective, so who knows? Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. Comment below if you actually did see it and you want to tell me how wrong I am. Anyway guys, until next week, I'm Kevin Riley signing off, and I'll see you all next time. Later.